Okay.
It's your boy Trippy Uzumaki, and I'm here with Chef Seesaw. It's your boy Trippy Uzumaki, and I'm here with Chef Seesaw. And today we got another 3 ingredients. We got banana peppers, airheads, and cottage cheese. And we finna see what it do.
We so turned up in here. 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 Wait a minute, somebody grab my drink. Somebody grab my drink. Wait a minute, 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 somebody grab my drink. We so turned up in here. 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 Wait a minute, somebody grab my drink. We so turned up in here. 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 Wait a minute, somebody grab my drink. Wait a minute, somebody grab my drink. Wait a minute, somebody grab my drink.
So y'all excited? Y'all excited? I'm very excited.
I'm hyped like two big MC King that I think.
All right, let's bring Chef Seesaw in here with the food. Chef Seesaw, what do we have today?
Okay, so we got homemade wontons, and in the wonton itself, the batter of it has dried banana peppers. And then the cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is in the mixture in the inside. So we blended it up and made it creamy, and we added some cheese to it. And then the airheads chose cherry, and the cherries is in the sauce. So it give you like a Thai chili garlic sauce. Yeah.
Okay, so you telling me we have a wonton stuffed with blended cottage cheese and dehydrated banana pepper, and it's fried because it's wonton, of course. And then we got cherry airhead sauce, Thai chili type of sauce.
Yeah, but isn't the peppers, aren't they in the dough for the wonton? That's what I just want to be clear about.
They're in the dough. Also, they're not stuffed in the cream cheese.
They're in
Okay,
the dough.
so the banana. Okay,
Peppers are dehydrated and ground up in the flour mixture. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So those are homemade wontons.
okay, so I wouldn't have known that because I edit everything later.
Yeah, this process is clever. That was clever.
Speckles. of the
You can see speckles.
speckles of the actual banana pepper.
Oh, okay. I see it.
It smells edible. You know.
What it smell like?
It smells like you can eat it. You know.
So the inside is blended up cottage cheese, Parmesan, Asiago, and mozzarella.
In a good one.
Look at that cheese pool.
All right, let's try this, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready to try it.
I just tried sausage.
So do I gotta dip it? So I gotta dip it in the sauce.
Yep.
All right, I dip it.
Oh my god. Taste one without the sauce first, so you
Had
can see
to.
if you can taste the pepper.
All right, I got the one without and the one with. So we're gonna taste it together. Okay. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah,
Do it
do
without
it
first.
and then we'll-
Okay, ready? Go. Ooh. That sauce is popping.
Ooh,
You supposed to taste without the sauce. She don't. I swear she don't. Look, y'all, she do not listen. Next time I'm gonna get a little bored and I'm gonna write what to do. Damn, y'all, I cheated.
You gotta feel it.
So it kind of tastes like that's super. By itself, I taste the pepper,
Airhead sauce hitting it.
the cheese and stuff. It kind of tastes like a mozzarella stick, like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. When y'all split it open, it looked like mozzarella.
But it's like that Parmesan. It's like the blend. You say you blended up the cottage cheese. It's almost like it made it like creamy. Like it brought out a flavor in the Parmesan. I don't know. That was weird. But I'm gonna try with the sauce because apparently I'm the only one that listens.
Yeah, go ahead and dip that.
I listen.
See, then it pop.
Airhead sauce hitting like a.
Why that sauce like? That sauce like. It's like.
So the sauce hidden.
That sauce on point. That's okay. So you know, normally with a sauce, it's just sauce.
They need to mail you some of this shit.
This sauce has like the tartness of a cherry. I don't even like cherry. It has that. It make your lip want to go. Mm-hmm.
It's distinct. It's very distinct.
But then, as soon as you about to do that, the spice hit your tongue. Oh my god, that sauce was so good.
That was perfectly explained.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we got a new sauce on Skillful.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna make sure to make this sauce
We got
after.
a new
This is
sauce.
added to the dinner menu.
We're gonna
You gotta
trippy
come up with a name
sauce.
for that sauce.
That's what it is. This is the
Trippy sauce.
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 Y'all already taste it?
Do they have grape
Hey.
airheads?
Y'all
Grape
y'all
airheads?
heard it here
I think
first.
so.
Trippy sauce.
Trippy sauce.
Do they got grape airheads, Trippy?
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
You know
Oh, you don't like them?
what's your
Nah, the
favorite?
grape ones are the worst.
Really?
My favorite one would have to be between the cherry and the raspberry.
Raspberry.
I'm rolling with the cherry.
That sauce is. What's in the sauce? Chefy sauce.
We got cherry airheads, grated garlic, lemon juice, lemon zest. I think that was about it.
Tastes like it.
No, and we put some chili paste in it. Chili paste.
Wow. Never imagined it would have went down like this.
Trippy sauce.
Trippy.
Oh. So what we rate that, people? The sauce or all of it? All of it together, 10.
It's a 10.
All this shit.
It's a 10 because
Overall,
listen, it's a 20 because listen, you have 2, 3 messed up ingredients, right? Like you would never think
We need to start putting water on here. My throat kind of.
you would never think that those could be made into anything, right? But check what she did. She did something so spectacular, but it's like to the cottage cheese and put it inside of a wonton and made it look like mozzarella cheese. So it looked like what we're eating is either a mozzarella stick.
That's what it tasted like.
Or
too.
what you call them things? A mozzarella stick or a pizza roll.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it looked like, but it was not
But
that.
it's not that. It's something so much more special.
Yeah.
And then the sauce looks like just your typical marinara
Man.
sauce, right?
But it make your
But
mouth water.
That
Oh my
top of
god.
That airhead in that sauce. Oh my gosh! I got to take my hat off.
I thought it was gonna be too much sugar.
I got to take my hat off. Chef C sauce.
Y'all don't want to see what's under here, so I ain't gonna take nothing off. But if yes,
Chef C
did
sauce.
it
Got
again.
a 20.
Here, you should take it. You should take my hat.
Yeah.
You
got
got
that.
that.
We got all the hats. She done killed the game.
You want to brush your shoulders off like the mother? Cool. So
Run them three. Run them three. Run them three. Run them three. Run them three.
why are you? What is wrong with y'all?
Did I start running?
So we got Greek yogurt,
Okay.
Yogurt.
pickled eggs,
Okay.
and we got
Wait a minute, somebody grab my drink.
Vienna sausage, original Vienna sausage.
Damn, we needed you to be a little bit more higher.
To
on the
forget.
cookie, so you could have got that Vienna shit.
We got Greek yogurt, pickled
Okay.
eggs, and Vienna sausage.
Wow.
How you feeling, Chef C Salt, about them
Dun,
ingredients?
dun, dun.
I'm not.
You not feeling?
I'm not feeling
You not feeling it at all?
Greek yogurt, pickled eggs, and Vienna sausages.
Now, I want to explain something to the people real quick. Chef Keisha, she's vegetarian, so she will not be participating in the taste test of this. This is on me and him to taste this. So, yay. Chef Sea Salt, what's your confidence level with these three bizarre, very bizarre ingredients? Stink face, I feel you. Five. Man, what? Do you?
That's kind of good. That's kind of good. Though.
That's what I'm saying. Pickled eggs.
She's a genius. So if I can get her as
We so turned up in here.
5 is wow. Because I would have quit. I would have been like, ain't no more challenge. It's over. So big ups to Chef Sea Salt and yeah, this one.
Thank you very much.
Whew.
And I'm looking forward to
we on the same team, but I had to.
Nah, you doing what you're supposed to do. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to Champ and Kayla tasting it. I'll be here. I can't
She
eat
just
it.
can't eat it. Darn, aren't you so sad?
Man. Only I eat.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for destroying our evening.
Hey, y'all have a good one. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night.
You too, Trippy. Bye.
Hey. Cocky in this bitch, nigga. Get the bag, if not less. Get a sack, double up and smoke the rest. Anybody ever trip, we was on next, and I ain't even try to flex. Bitches let me feel comfortable in the flesh. Ask a question, do you let me know? Not yet. She still trying to be the best. Sign shit, swear you sound just like my mama. Bitch, you gotta know I'm him, cause she still worried about my problems. We coming through pissed off, but I hide your heavy jelly. Yeah, I had to fall back, but I get right back. Pop it, look, hated to love it, don't give a fuck, bitch, I'ma get it. Pop it and check it, tripping my soda, yeah, I'm tripping. It's never nothing with the exception, shit, I just listen. Got money on my mind, baby, better mind your business. business. If you try me, you get stepped on. I'll slap you with my left arm. Condolences early. I'm a player, you might get let on. So I'm such a blessed charm, and even on my best form, still die for the streets. Wise when we did to get left on. You out of deep to get some money, ain't no common sense. Do anything for money, got me kicked up out my mama crib. And over my brother, show no love to the opposites. Which want to go to hill like hell no, I just be causing it. Just worry about these bitches, I'm gonna worry about a buck. No, I can't.
They can.
Welcome to Detroit. Man, I love this city. But I represent that east side, the 48205, the red zone, one of the most notorious zip codes in the United States of America. I'm Champ Town, and this is the Itiszzz, where celebrities and legends of the hood eat good, drink good, and talk shit.
Yo, what's really going on in your hood? This is the one and only, the Itiszzz, powered by the mighty StreamYard.com. What's up, y'all? End of the month. Before we get started, I want to send a very, very special happy birthday to my mother. Mama, you know I love you. You know, I was going to be in Boys to Men after they got rid of Big Mike. You know, happy birthday to Mama Harmon. She's a leap year baby. She's not even 20 years old yet. I think she's 18. Happy birthday to my mother. And this is the Itiszzz. And you know, to the left of me, it's none other than the one and only, my lovely wife herself, Keisha. Oh, we got some slow-mo going on up in this bitch today. We got some slow-mo going on.
I love you.
And you know, going to the right, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Ben, Hot Mix, waiting.
World Wide Web, what's happening?
And none other than the girl that took the hoodie off. She took the scully off.
Nobody worried about what you're talking about over there.
What's it for all, ladies and gentlemen? I call her KK. You can call her Kayla Unique.
I don't even want to say hi no more.
You don't even want to say hi no more.
What's good, y'all? Like, we ain't talking to him for the rest of the show.
Oh,
Me
really?
and y'all.
Oh, really?
Me and y'all.
Yo, man, I mean, a lot of good black TV out there, Hot Mix, man. I mean, I've been catching up on so many good black shows, man. I mean,
Well, what you watching, man? What you watching?
Man, I finished the Soul Train. Something
Okay,
Ben told
I've
me
been
to
telling
watch.
you.
I mean, it's so much out there, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a good time, man, for black television in general. I mean, what's your take on it?
It's long overdue, and I think a lot of it is taking place. I mean, it's just a movement going on, and people are being empowered. I think Hollywood is kind of waking up. We got a story to tell, and somebody needs to, you know, go ahead and let us say our piece. You know, some good quality stuff out there.
Yeah.
You know, all the streaming platforms, whether it be Prime, Amazon Prime, or Netflix and different things, you know, it's a lot of good stuff. If you write, you know, throw your name in the hat, man. Get you something out there.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
But what I really agree on is my Negro, Ice-T. He all over the board. He got Law and Order. He got Ice. You know, cold as ice, rather, on the Oxygen Channel. He got now the Mediator that's dropping. What you about to say? What?
You're saying them as you're naming them. I'm saying
checking them off.
We just checking them off.
I'm saying check.
That's
I'm
a
saying
hard
check.
word, man.
I'm saying check. I'm saying
Check and check.
Check. And Ice-T is also the executive producer of this show right here that we call the Itiszzz. So what I want to roll into now is give y'all a sneak peek of the Mediator that's going down, y'all.
Welcome to the Mediator. I'm Ice-T.
I have a serious problem with this woman.
Lisa, what's going on?
Hey, Ice. My husband promotes his business on social media. Why is it that you have to flirt with your female clients? I just don't understand it.
I mean, let's be real. I knew she would cover me.
It is premeditated. It's kind of shady.
when you loan money to a friend, expect to lose one of them.
Dog tore my car up, okay?
Dog piss on your purse. You know why, right?
He don't know how to save money for the life of
Well,
him.
her problem, she just wants to nag. She loves to nag.
Yes or no? Did you break the lamp
I
intentionally?
did not care for it in the way that I should have.
Oh wow! These are two people that have a problem. Learning how to solve a disagreement.
Like, you could be making sure that stuff is getting taken care of.
In the streets, we call it squash and beef. So here we go. Mediation is about to begin. Has she
Yes.
ever given you any money back?
No, she has not.
Talk to some experts here, and I got my man Bumpy Knuckles who's gonna give us the raw truth.
What happens is people start using emotion as a springboard to get their point across, and the next thing you know, somebody's defensive.
Your business is one thing, but the way you're going about your business is not the business.
Stop right there. Were you
I
lying?
wouldn't call it lying.
Huh? What do you call it?
I would call it alternative facts.
The alternate facts. How about that? Guys that are players aren't trying to pop up on TV with their wife.
I've been one of them guys that, never took relationships too serious.
I didn't get married till I was 42.
Right.
Did you get married too soon, or is this the right time? Now, when I say is it the right time, that means to get married, you got to be done.
I'm cool. Everything.
You're cool because you got everything. You're cool because you're getting everything.
Why would I not be good?
You love this man. You love him. You just want him to change his ways. Mike,
Yes.
do you hear her?
Yeah,
You hear her. It's all about respect. Love is love on the Mediator.
Hey, I think that's a good look, to see my man Bumpy Knuckles, one of the coldest MCs out on that East Coast. He get to be a part of the Mediator. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pop Duke, my man Bumpy Knuckles. Yo, Mixer, talk to me. What's your take on that, man?
Well, it's a breath of fresh air that we don't have somebody that's out of the courtroom, because you don't have to have a law degree to tell somebody right from wrong. Sometimes that experience, life's lessons, say a whole lot more than anybody is going to learn out of a book. I'm just saying. I've been in the game for a minute. He lived his life, So I think it's a good look.
Yeah. I think it's a good look. What you got to say, Kayla?
Yeah.
What you got to say? Yeah.
I think it's gonna be as big as Judge Mathis.
Okay.
Cause with Judge Mathis, he always calling people crackheads and stuff like that, but he lived through that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this is gonna be your modern day Judge Mathis. Ice-T is funny as hell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the previews. All right, whatever. I want to see that a full episode. So I know I'm gonna get some laughs out of that.
Yeah.
I know.
If you follow him on Twitter,
Man, you
already know. It's good.
He don't hold nobody up. So I'm pretty excited.
Straight
to
up,
see
no
it.
chaser. If you follow Ice on Twitter, if you don't follow him now, it's going to be entertaining, to say the least.
What's your take, lady?
My take is that I agree. I love it. It's not out of his character because he always talking to you anyway. He see you doing stuff, and it's good or bad, funny, whatever it is. The type of person that Ice is, he's gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. Period.
So what you got going on the grill? Because I'm about to bring our guests up in here right now.
So this is like a Thai food. It's not tacos. So
Yeah, usually everybody that come on here be like tacos and shit. Everybody love tacos.
So I know a lot of us, we don't really particularly care for tofu. So I did some tofu. Oh, wait, let me tell you the theme. The theme is Thai food. Let's start with that. So Thai food. So you got some Thai rice.
Okay.
And then we have, I did some spring rolls and some tofu not spring rolls, my fault. What's them little things? Wontons. I'm sorry. It has some wontons for the appetizer. Yeah, I wanted some spring rolls. I had time to make them. And then some chicken satay. Now, when I was eating meat, I always wanted to try it. Never tried it.
55 lifetimes ago.
Man,
55
I
lifetimes
was about to
ago.
say like 45 of them bitches, but you know.
But now I don't eat meat. But now I'm doing it for y'all. So
Well, we thank you.
yes. So this is the
Honorable
tofu right here.
represent.
I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna put it right here.
I'm frying it on the stove. So if y'all see me jump back like that, then that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get this off the stove. Okay.
That's some tofu, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, check this out. You know what I want to do right now? I think I want to go ahead and I just want to get right to it because this man, he found the time for me, and I'm very appreciative. You know, this is gonna be my first time meeting him face to face. Now we had some good emailing and some good phone conversations. Yo, this guy is the fucking GOAT. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you know anything about the South, this is how the South was won. This is the chairman of the South. I'm gonna let you know this guy sold over 70 million records, multiple Grammy awards. This is my guy right here, and he's gonna freak y'all out because he's a hustler. He just don't do records. He just don't do movies. He write books. He does everything that has to do with entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Mercedes is up in this biatch.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, Tony?
Hey, man, I'm just here, man, sucking up some of this California weather, brother. You know how it goes.
Oh, so you out in LA doing it big, huh?
I mean, I'm doing it the way I got to do it. The only way I know how to do it, champ. You know that.
Oh, yeah, I know that, man. So, man, we want to go past, we want to go present, and we also want to bring the people to the future, man. So, you know, when you hear a tune like this play, I just want to know what goes through your mind when you hear a tune like this. But better yet, hold up, before I play the tune, people need to know the history of what you've been doing, man, because I don't think they quite know exactly. You come from Germany, right, and then you landed in Atlanta. Tell us about Atlanta in the early 90s.
Well, you know, I came from Germany. I was born in Germany, as you know, champ. But I was raised in the Republic of Panama. My mother was Panamanian. My father was a military soldier. We then migrated over to from Panama to New York, then to Augusta, Georgia, where my father retired at Fort Gordon in Augusta.
Okay.
So I kind of cut my teeth in Augusta, and so that's kind of where I claim "quote unquote" home, because that's the Georgia that I know. When I moved to Atlanta, I moved to Atlanta because my bankroll said it was time to move to Atlanta. You feel me? So it was. So I'm not really from Atlanta, but I claim the whole state of Georgia because I'm a Georgia boy, and I got red clay underneath my feet. You know.
That's what's up.
So you claim the dirty South because you know they named you the chairman of the South.
You know, I got a lot of names. You know, I've been called a whole lot of names in the South, but you know, first and foremost, man, I mean, I'm just a business dude, man, and you know, I've been able to create a legacy based on my business skills as opposed to anything else. So, you know, so if you want to call me chairman, you want to call me the Godfather of the South, the Prince of the South, whatever you want to call me, it's okay, man. But because at the bank, they call me something else. You feel me?
Hey, at the bank, they call you Mr. Mercedes.
Exactly. Period.
This is my question to you.
Okay.
Let's talk, Tony. Most folks don't know that you're very instrumental in one of the biggest records in the last decade.
So
let's talk.
You know, I worked on a record called No Scrubs for TLC. I found the record. I was in the studio with JT Money doing the Who Dat record.
Oh yeah,
and
we're gonna have him on here in a couple of weeks. JT Money. Shout out to my legendary boy TJ Money.
Yeah, so as I passed Shakespeare was in it with Tricky Stewart over at Red Zone Studios. I don't know if y'all know Tricky and Shakespeare. And he had Candy and Tiny in the studio with him. Okay. And they was working on a new project called Cat, K-A-T, Candy and Tiny. And I heard this record and I'm like, I stopped in my tracks. I'm like, yo, whose record is that? And they said, well, this record, you know, this is something we doing for our new project Cat, because we leave and escape and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I said, stop. First of all, number one, y'all still signed to Jermaine Dupri, and Escape is still under So Def. So you can't just up and go and decide you want to start a new group because the business don't work like that. I said, I got a better idea, and I think it'll be life-changing if you just trust me. I said, this record is a TLC record. I said, let me cut this record on TLC. And, you know, Candy's like, you know, TLC ain't finna do our damn record, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I said, Candy, I got this. Let me deal with it. So what I did is I met with Chili and Dallas Austin. And I said, hey, I got a record. And it's a record that gives Chili an opportunity to be out front. You know, I think it's a perfect setup for her. I think she's a great artist, but she's always standing in the shadows of T-Boz and Left Eye at that point. I said, but now this really will put her in the forefront where I think she rightfully deserves to be. And they heard the record, they was all in, blah, blah, blah. And at that point, now I got to figure out how to sell L.A. Reid and Babyface on a brand new producer that's never produced a record in his career. And that was an opposition because Ellie was like, hey man, you know, we only taking A-list producers. I said, yeah, I know that. I said, you know, Dallas did Silly Ho. How'd that work out for us? You know, boom, that was body blow. You know?
Yeah.
And, so
okay.
I said, LA, forget about how many records he produced before. I said, dude, the record is a smash. So, you know, we went back and forth, you know, and I'm pleading for a case for a brand new producer, especially, you know, TLC had all A-list producers. So he wasn't just, any Joe Blow wasn't going to get on the project. Make a long story short, got on the project. The record did phenomenal numbers. I mean, it was one of TLC's biggest records.
Yes, it was.
It broke a lot of records. And then here, 20 years later, you get, you know, Ed Sheeran, white kid out of the UK. I think it's from London or one of those places. And I get a phone call about, you know, will you click, because I'm part of the publishing on the No Scrubs record. I get a phone call about this kid out of the UK that wants you to clear the record. You know, and at that point, like I had never even heard of Ed Sheeran. My wife was very familiar, and she said, you know, it's a great record. You know, for me, I was like, yeah, just approve it. You know, had I known then what I know now, that approval might have came with a whole different scenario. And I always tell people, and I always joke and say, hey man, I ain't got a gay bone in my body, but if Ed Sheeran knocks on my door, I'm gonna give him one big kiss right in the mouth because Christmas, you made the Christmas great for my family. Real talk.
Man, so I mean, I'm just sitting here like, how does Tony Mercedes end up with Ed? Like, from Daisy to Ed, like how? I mean, wow, you know what I'm saying? That's like incredible to me, you know.
Well, you know, no, when you try to borrow somebody else's melody, and that's what he did to make the Shape of You record.
Right.
He borrowed a piece of the TLC record. Well, you can't borrow a piece of our record and don't expect us to put our hands in your pocket. You know? So here it is, 20 years later. Hey, man, No Scrubs is a gift that keeps on giving. You feel me? Yeah.
I mean, Sir Mix-a-Lot, I heard that he actually made $100 million off of Baby Got Back publishing.
He probably did.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Are these numbers real when it comes to this publishing? You know, I know, but just educate the people and let them know how important publishing is, because Tony Mercedes got a lot of publishing jumping off.
Well, publishing is really the bloodline of the business. You know, it is what keeps the business going, and it is what keeps your family okay, you know, 20, 30 years down the road, because it never stops, because music will continue to be played and people will continually use it for different things. So I always tell artists, you know, try not to give up your publishing income, because that's the backbone of it. And I know for the little small piece of Shape of You that I have, if I'm willing to kiss the white boy if he knock on my door, I can imagine what his publishing checks look like. You know, if Sir Mix-a-Lot saw his checks, he put his hands in his pockets and put his head down. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I would almost imagine that he made, without question, $500 million off of it.
Oh, you know? Damn! Ooh. You think so? Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, again, I don't know exactly how much he owns, because I don't know what their details are, but I know that if, you know, maybe 500 million is a stretch, but I guarantee he made over 200 million.
Guaranteed. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man, because in this game, you know, one of the greatest rappers in the world, I even heard that he gave his publishing up for a plane ticket to go rap in a rap contest. So
the hustle been publishing. Like people like try to hustle artists out of publishing. What's your take on that? Do you come to the table like, I'm gonna help you do this, but I'm gonna need a piece of that? Like, what's your take on your publishing tactics?
Okay, you got to look at it this way. Okay, let's just say you got a record. You bring the record to me,
okay,
and you saying, "Hey, Tone, can you help me with this record?" Now, if helping you with the record means I have to spend some money,
yes,
that means that I should own a piece of it.
Okay,
because I'm taking 100% of the risk. If the record don't go, I lose all the money. You don't lose anything but some time. So to me, it makes sense for me to get something out of it. That don't mean I got to get half of it, but I got to get something to make it make sense for me. Now look at it like this. Take the TLC No Scrubs record.
Okay,
that was a power move for me to make, to take a record that was sitting in a studio that would have probably never seen the light of day, and I created an avenue for it to become an income revenue generating record that has generated income for 20 years, and it's probably going to go another 20, 30 years because of Ed Sheeran. How can you sit there and say, well, you don't deserve nothing but a thank you? You can keep your thank yous, man. I don't need that. I can't spend that at the time. Give me something.
That's
I don't
real.
care what it is. Give me something.
That's real.
And
so go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, but so like, listen, whatever deals you have to cut, you have to cut. And there's no such thing as a standard deal. Champ, you cut whatever deal you need to cut. And a deal is what two people agree to that they can live with. I'm not gonna say all my deals have been great. I've had some deals that I wish I didn't do.
Oh my God, I can imagine. I
did some deals where people file bankruptcy, owing you millions of dollars, and there's no way for you to get it. Wow. The record business has never been fair, man. And if I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I mean, instead of 40 acres and a mule, they give us a big house in the Benz, but we used to wind up giving the master to the master.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you got to really think about what I just said.
The master to the master.
And it's just, it is what it is. So being the kind of guy I am, I have to always try to figure out, if I'm playing the middle, how do I put myself in the equation? Because Champ, as long as you know me, like, people don't realize it, I've never literally produced a record.
Wow.
Okay. God gave me these two lips and said, hey, speak. And I've been able to make a living just speaking. What I know how to do is I know how to connect the dots. I know how to take this songwriter with this producer, this artist, and I'm making a pot of gumbo. And guess what? You can't tell the difference. You think I'm in New Orleans when that gumbo come out, because it's just so spicy and so much sauce on it. You know what I mean?
That's real talk,
sauce.
Man. That's real.
So if anybody can say anything about Tony Mercedes, you'll say Tony Mercedes is not in the music business. He's in the business of music, and it's two different businesses.
Oh man,
I like that.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
So Keisha, before we go further with Tony, what you got on the grill? What you got going on? Because this is something he loves. Top.
I tell you something. I got to say hi. Hi. I want to say hi first.
What's up?
Tell you about this food. Big hugs to you. I was doing that. Whoop, there it is. And she looking at me funny. She don't want me to tell you I used to dance to the music and stuff. Okay, so you said you like Thai food.
I love Thai food.
So I'm doing. I did the tofu. And I did some wontons. They have jalapeno peppers and cream cheese, and some have jalapeno, cream cheese, and garlic. Just little chopped up garlic. Now this, what I'm about to do, I did the oil. This is vegetable oil, and this is my first time with chicken satay. Just want to show you. Put it on there, please. The chicken satay. I let that chicken marinate overnight in the like a coconut, turmeric, coconut, turmeric, and some more little seasonings. So I'm gonna put it on here.
Okay. Let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
So I feel like I just really been set up. I've been punked right now because y'all know I want to reach into this computer and get some of that chicken. So I've been punked right now.
Yeah, that's been the consensus. All the guests want to have smell-o-vision and reach in and grab a bite.
So y'all want to cook my favorite stuff, and then I gotta watch y'all eat it.
You know, this is the thing, Tony. I do this because we're in this coronavirus age, but it's clearing up. So I figured if I show you this shit, you gonna fly to Detroit, and then you're gonna come back and do the real in-house episode with us.
Listen, if she cooking like that, I'm coming just to eat. Forget the interview. I'm coming to eat.
Hey, whatever. Hey, so that's what we do, man. We still try to keep the concept rolling, and every single person that's been on so far tries to dive through the screen.
Man, that looks really great, man. And Champ, I really appreciate you having me on the show, man. I'll come back and do your show anytime you want me to do it. And you know, it's just refreshing, man, that people don't really forget some of the OGs that really contributed to the craft. And a lot of people don't really realize, man, like when I go back and think about records like Daisy Dukes, and that was the first record. And they don't realize how many times I got told no, and how many times the doors got slammed in my face about that record, you know. And I wound up having to do the record myself after being told by everybody. Every record company turned me down. And
I would tell you a crazy story about Daisy Dukes and why you influenced me.
Yeah.
I was working at Little Caesars, right, cutting pieces and stuff, and I was wanting to start my own independent label or whatever like that. Because in Detroit, it was hard for us. After Motown, there was nothing here. Nobody was giving deals. There was no record companies here, and I guess people was playing us like y'all had it already. Forget y'all, New York, Atlanta, whatever. It was difficult. So we had to really do everything on our own independently. And during those years when Daisy Dukes dropped, the video was on the Box Network. Now you was inspirational to me because you was just in the video and they say Tony Mercedes, like the girls with the Daisy Dukes.
That's pretty funny.
And I used to rewind that part, you know, like, damn, that's a new record exec, you know, because it was only a handful. We got Luke, you know, we got Russell, Rick Rubin. It's only a handful. So now I'm paying attention, like, we got a new record exec. He looks smooth as hell. Who is this nigga? Like, who is this guy? And I did so. The crazy part about it, now this is gonna trip you out. A couple months later, I end up getting my video on the Box Network. And Al Bell from Bellmark called and offered me a deal to do a deal with Bellmark while Whoop There It Is, Daisy Dukes was blowing up. He felt my record was the next one. Now, I was in some contracts with my partner, Brandon J. Sanford, who actually had Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis lawyer. And it was a good deal, but it was one catch that I couldn't sign to a label unless he agreed, and he couldn't sign to a label unless I agreed. Bellmark, Al Bell was paying my rent. He was sending me money for like a year trying to help me close the deal. And my partner, Brandon, he just was like, I want that Whoop money. I want the Whoop money. He only offers a couple $100,000, but it was an independent label. So, you know, I was like, man, we need to do this deal. Daisy Dukes blowing up, you know. So I just wanted to share that your inspiration had me talking to Al Bell, negotiating the deal, video on the box. Inspiration can come from so many different places you just never know, man. You know?
Yeah, but what I was getting back, what I was getting to was if let's just look at how one act impacts the history of just the music business. If I decide to listen to everybody else telling me that I can't release the record and I can't start a record company and the record was garbage, blah, 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 then if I don't do Daisy Dukes, there is no Whoop There It Is. There's no Al Bell to talk to. There's no Splackavelli. There's no My Baby's Daddy. There's no Scrubs. There's no Who Dat. There's no Shape of You. Those records don't exist.
Exactly.
If I don't do Daisy Dukes and it's successful.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. If I don't do one record, then all these other hits they don't exist because there's no Tony Mercedes to put that deal together and make that happen. And I can only make it happen if I have success on Daisy Dukes. And mind you, when I did that deal with Al Bell had $0. He was broke. He had nothing. He was living in the basement. This is a true story.
Whoa!
Hey, was the white guy John Hockett with him?
Of course, John Hockett was there. With but the point that I'm making is,
he was sending me all money.
No. The point that I'm making, it's fine. But the point that I really want to emphasize is, I made some really strategic moves for a New Jack at that point, because I got this record independently. I done sold 40,000 records out of my car. Mm-hmm. I get a call from Jerry Greenberg from Sony Records. He was Michael Jackson's attorney. Jerry says, "Hey man, Sony wants to be in the Tony Mercedes business." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm listening." He said, "We willing to offer you 350,000." And I stopped for a minute. I'm like, "Now, if the white boy would have offered me 50,000, I'd have signed real quick. But you offered me 350. That means this white boy knows something that I don't know." Mm-hmm. So I turned the money down and decided to go with Al Bell, who said, "I can't give you nothing, but I can teach you the record business." Mm-hmm. So now when people say, "Man, what is the biggest lesson you learned about the music business?" was, I learned that the music business is a learning experience, but the tuition is sky effing high. You know what I mean? But look at how that positioned me, because now I'm a young kid from Georgia with this, because Al taught me a lot. I can't take it from him. Al taught me a lot about the business. So now when they talk to me, you can't just talk to me like you talk to Joe Blow, the producer, or Joe Blow, the artist, because I understand what you're talking about. You know, mm-hmm. I understand that this business was never designed for people of color to make money. I get it. You know, here's how you can tell. Look at how many people, Champ, that you know look like us. During our time, we always want to have our own label. Yes or no?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You ever wonder why Britney Spears, Randy Travis, Garth Brooks, and them never say we want a label? Because they get in white folks what they worth when they come through the door. If Beyonce was to ever see just Britney Spears' contract, she might go up there and slap everybody at Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Because people of color, we control. 60% of music, yet still black people see maybe 8-10% of it. Come on, there's a problem with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Think about it. That's why I say, instead of 40 acres and a mule, they give us a big house and a Benz, but we get that master to the master.
Yeah. Masters to the masters.
And think about this too, Champ. Listen, if let's say let's say, Tony, hey man, you owe $2 million. It's got to be recouped, right? Okay, let's say my record produces and you recoup the $2 million. So if you recoup the $2 million you invested in it, or the $4 million, I got 50%, you got 50%. If you recouped all that money, how come Tony Mercedes don't own 0% of the intellectual property? I paid you $2 million. I paid half of all the costs. But how do I own half of the master? No, I own 0. The fuck is that about? Excuse my language.
That's real talk.
Think about it for a second. Like, let that sink in. You paid half of what the restaurant cost to build, and the only thing you can get out of it is a discount on your food.
It's like a mortgage, man. You be paying all that interest for no reason.
No. With a mortgage, you own that house.
But you done paid for it 4 times, though.
It don't matter. I own it. But,
right.
But with a record, I still paid for it, but I own none of it. And if I want to do the best of Tony Mercedes, I gotta ask a couple people. Will y'all please give me permission to release the record that I created in the studio where you was never in? Come on, man, stop.
Yeah.
So what's wrong? So it tells you, man, there's something wrong with that system. Here's another nugget I'll give you. If you get an advance to do a record, Champ, what do you call that advance? It's a loan, right?
That's what it is.
Okay, it's a loan. But at the end of the year, BMG gonna give me a 1099 for money I gotta pay back. So wait a minute, I gotta pay taxes on it and then still pay it back. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh Lord,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
See, nobody y'all don't think about that. So how is it a loan, but I gotta pay taxes on it? If Bank of America give me a loan
tour and don't shoot no music video, they tack all that on your ass,
you gotta pay it all back.
All of it.
Wow.
And so you give me $1 million, I pay back $1 million, but then I got to pay taxes on $1 million. Now, when I paid it back, I'm at 0 at that point, right? You gave me $1 million, I gave you $1 million back. I'm at 0. But then here comes Uncle Sam. Well, no, you ain't at 0. You still owe us 400,000. So my million.
Starting in the hole.
I'm in the hole. And 99% of these artists you see up in these videos dancing and laughing and showing their goals and all, man, they in the hole, bro. They ain't getting no check. Listen, I'm in a check cashing business. Okay? That's what come on, champ.
Check cashing business.
Come on.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm doing a whole lot of other things now outside of music, man.
I already know. So this is what I wanted to ask you. Because I hear that you have publishing with There It Is. Is that true?
That's not true.
Okay. But that is a rumor that floated around for years, right?
No, that's not true. When I did that deal, only thing I did with that particular record was DC called me and said, "Hey man, you think you can hook us up with Belmark? You know, we're having a conversation." Whoop, whoop, whoop. I called Al and said, "Hey man, these boys got a real record, Al. You need to go ahead and close this deal." At that point, you got to understand, I was still green.
Okay.
Matter of fact, to be honest, the publishing I had on Daisy Dukes, I asked Al Bell to put my publishing company together because I didn't know anything about it. So
right.
I see credits on the record, but when I went into BMI and ASCAP, it was nowhere to be found.
Oh wow!
So yeah. Again, I was green at that point. I just wanted to get into the business and I wanted to learn. So they sent me a contract. I'm like, dude, I'm smart. I done went to college. I don't need no lawyer. I can read this shit. It look fine to me.
And people got to understand, we talking about Stack Records, Al Bell. That's Stack Records, baby.
I mean, listen, again, when I was going through some issues with Al Bell, I had all kind of white folks calling me saying, "Hey man, we can sue him, blah blah blah," and Tony, you guarantee, we can take him down. I'm like, man, that man's skin look like me. I'm not finna let y'all parade this man around. That's not gonna happen. Because like I said, if you ever talk to Al Bell, man, he's like a father figure, man.
Mm-hmm.
When he talked to you, I feel like I'm talking to Martin Luther King. The way his voice is commanding.
Yes, it is.
Am I right, champ?
Yes, you are. You're 100% right. I'm gonna tell you something else funny about Al Bell. When he wanted to give me the deal, I played like I was someone else. I called myself J.G. Jones. So I'm negotiating this deal with him for like 2 months. And then he like, "Look, man, I gotta meet Champ Town. When can I meet the Joker? I gotta meet him. When can I meet him?" So I kept spinning him off for like another month. And he was on me so hard. And I told him, "Look, Al, I am Champ." Man, he laughed so hard, but that made him immediately fly me out to LA. Like, "I gotta meet you now. Like, this is just too much. This is way over my head." Al Bell is a great guy, man.
One of the greatest, man. One of the greatest minds that I've ever, had the honor of working with. Now we had a few problems in terms of numbers and cents, dollars and cents, but I can't take that away from what he gave me, because what he gave me was worth $100 million.
Oh man!
He gave me game. He gave me the game.
He gave you the game. But not like you said earlier, it's not only records that you do, man. You're very instrumental in lots and lots of other things, man. And a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I'm doing, I'm out here making films,
Right.
So I'm playing this Hollywood game. I just linked up with a chick out of Detroit, a black scientist.
Okay.
Black scientist, and it's a company called Immunovation, and she's created a formula, man. That nobody has. That's in the, believe it or not, in the sexual enhancement field.
Oh Lord,
So now, when you say, "Hey man, it's scheduled for 12 rounds, it ain't going the distance," now you can put them gloves on, man. We can go now. Let's go.
Oh Lord.
She's about to be winning.
Oh Lord.
No. She got the male and female side. So she and I gonna get together. I'm putting a whole big marketing campaign together, man. It's gonna be something serious.
Man, always ahead of the curve.
Yeah. I'm heavy in the stock market. I own Bitcoin. I mean, it's a lot going on.
What's going on with this person right there? What's going on with her?
Tiffany Haddish?
Your girl right there.
Yeah, Tiffany was one of my clients, man, and we got together when she was early on in her career. She you know what, Tiffany is a fighter, man. Tiffany is a hardworking person, and it didn't come overnight for Tiffany. You know what I mean? It didn't come overnight for Tiffany. You know, we worked together for about 3 years. I was able to negotiate her Tyler Perry deal, her NBC deals with the Carmichaels, and we still very, very good friends, man. She came to me one day when she got an offer that she couldn't refuse, and but she wanted to get my advice on it because I was a manager at the time, and I'm like, Tiff, I said today is an interesting day because as your manager, a lot of times we always say we have to do what's in the best interest of our clients. And today, what's in the best interest of my client is to let her go, because I could not match what they were bringing to the table.
Wow.
And Tiffany kissed me, hugged me, she cried. We both kind of teared up. I mean, it was an emotional day for us, but I knew that it was time for her to spread her wings and really fly. And man, not only is she flying, she's like on some stealth shit right now. I mean, you know.
So you were actually you was actually her manager.
Oh yeah, 100% her manager.
Oh yeah.
You know, 100% her manager. And,
man.
Yeah. You know, I got to go back. I was telling you about Immunovation, and the company is based out of Baltimore, Maryland, not Detroit. I don't know why I said Detroit, man.
Yeah, because there's food right here. That's why.
Yeah,
you saw that grill. You said Detroit because you saw that food.
Yeah, just the virtual smell of that got me. You know, I'm over here sweating like R. Kelly in a daycare center right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, I got a lot of projects, man. I got, you know, let me tell you about some music stuff I got coming out. If you don't mind me plugging it real quick. I got Roxanne Luciano coming out of Atlanta. She got a song called Whole Lotta Ass, which is like a remix of the Sada Baby record.
Okay.
I got my man, I got a 20-year-old kid out of Paris, France, by way of Belgium. He's got a record called Fenty Beauty named Elijah. And it's right now we got Rihanna's camp going crazy about just the fact that he did this record, really talking about her product line, which she made an announcement the other day that the company's not worth $1 billion. So shout out to Rihanna for really creating.
Oh wow! So you cool with Rihanna?
Huh?
You cool with Rihanna, huh?
Am I cool with her?
Yeah.
I don't know Rihanna from a can of paint. But
you showing love though.
I gotta show love because look at what she's doing, man. She's making the transition from radio records to being a business mogul. Mm-hmm. You know. And doing it majorly, so you got to look past the umbrella and all that other stuff. That don't mean nothing because this right here is generational wealth right there. This she controls the flow of money here.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the record business, you got to hope and pray that they just account to you properly. But Rihanna controls the money coming from Fenty Beauty.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And when you say the company's worth $1 billion, that's a whole lot of money, brother.
A lot of money.
Man, we was watching fashion show just Friday on Amazon. Me, my wife, and my daughters. We was watching it like, wow, this is some unique shit. This is good. This is cool.
Oh yeah, she's doing her thing, man. But one of the most exciting things that I got going, and it's a brand new relationship. I got a little 12-year-old named Kylie Marshall.
Okay.
And I'm blown away by this little girl. She's out of Washington D.C. area. Incredible. Matter of fact, I was in the studio with her, and I was on the phone with T-Boz, and T-Boz was like, you know what? I got a song that I want to submit for her. And this is T-Boz saying, I want to submit a song for this chick. Like, I got something. CeeLo Green hit me up today and said, hey, let me see what I got. So it's about to be something major for her, man. And I'm so excited about this little girl. And she, like, I mean, it's just, you know, and I got Taylor Ramsey. I don't know if you know who Taylor Ramsey is. Taylor Ramsey is doing a lot of her vocal producing, you know. So Taylor Ramsey is a powerhouse in the gospel community. So this little girl, man, it's don't forget the name Kylie Marshall, man. It's just don't forget it, Kylie Marshall, out of Washington D.C., 12-year-old superstar.
Well, you know, I gotta drop this for you though.
With a whole lot of ass. Do a dance just to get in the
That's a lot of ass.
I'm the one. I'm perfect. So perfect. Ain't my fuck shit, hold the skirt. I'm worth it. So worth it. Every time I walk in, I'm serving. Wanna see me do my dance in these $1,000 pants. Every time that I walk past.
All right, champ. That's enough of that, brother. That's a lot.
That's too much of that, huh? That's too much of that.
Hey man, you know, hey B, that's a lot.
Now I just heard, man, that she actually have another video that just got some BET love last week, right?
Yeah, she got a song called Rich Rich. BET just played it last week. Matter of fact, today's Saturday. I mean, yeah, played it yesterday as well. So, yeah, BET Jam showed us some love. So we're really happy about that. MTV added it. They're gonna give her a little bit of love. So, yeah, you know, it makes the journey a little bit more pleasurable, man, to be able to see your video on something outside of YouTube. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So where's the Tony Mercedes book, man? I've been looking for that bitch. Where the book at?
You know, here's the problem with that book. I've been holding that book for a decade now.
Okay.
And because I know when I release that book, I'm gonna have to get a bulletproof vest because I'm really telling everybody where the bones are buried. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna be able to do anything in music because I'll be blackballed. Because it's the businessman is what it is, man. It ain't never been fair, and
never.
The business they thrive on the naiveness of the new artists, and these kids just don't know no better, man. And you got young kids in powerful positions signing other young kids, and the blind can't lead the blind, man. I ain't never seen Stevie Wonder lead Ray Charles no fucking way, So, it's just, I don't like the business, man. I mean, that's why I honestly, man, like I left when I left in 2000, man, I was done with music, man, to be honest with you. So I moved to LA to get into the film business, but music is in my blood, man. And
it's gonna always
going back. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going back. But I go back with a whole different mindset, And I look at myself like a Harriet Tubman, Harriet Tubman, y'all know she was a free slave, but she went back to get more slaves.
That's right.
So Tony Mercedes, I made it. Right. I did good, but I'm going back to get some more people. And I'm gonna free some more slaves.
Why not?
Some more slaves. Because I don't want you to be a slave to the business. I don't want you to be a slave to the business.
That's right.
I don't want you to be a slave to the business. So I'm going back in the war zone, man, to fight for you. Because I'm not fighting for me. I've already done what listen, I'm an OG.
That's right.
I done look, you can't take my 70, 80 million records away. That's in the books. Yeah. You can say anything you want, but you can't change the fact the numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
In the Grammys, how many of them Grammys you got popping around?
When two of the songs I worked on got Grammys.
Okay.
Ed Sheeran, Shaving You, and TLC. Yeah. So as a publisher, they give you an acknowledgement for receiving, the Grammy for the record, blah blah blah. But the trophies kind of go to the writers.
But I saw when y'all won the ASCAP Song of the Year, you and Candy both got the award, though. You know what I'm saying?
Because ASCAP is a publishing house.
That's right.
I mean, they kind of micromanage your publishing. So if you're an ASCAP writer, then ASCAP takes care of you. So it was acknowledgement for Candy's publishing side of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it was me, Candy, and Tiny that went up, man, and took the award. I mean, like I said, man, the business has been really good to me, champ. I can't lie,
Yeah.
My son was telling me the other day, he said, Pop, he said, you never had a job. You don't work? I said, son, every time you see me on the phone, I'm hustling right now. I mean, I'm working. He said, I haven't clocked in 25, 30 years.
That's how you want to be.
That's how you want to be.
Dude,
People don't understand, man. That's called living. That's when you're really living.
Well, you know what? Listen, how many of us work in jobs that we really just don't like what we do? But we get up every morning because we got a family to feed. We got bills that got to be paid. But we don't like what we do. Dude, I'm fortunate enough to be able to get what I call mailbox money. So I can lay in the bed, watch TV, and every quarter when the mailman come by, I could do cartwheels to the fucking mailbox because I know there's something in there for me, you know? And it's called a check. And then all of a sudden, you know, I realize that I'm in the check cashing business, you know?
You're the check cashing business.
Yeah. So,
let's talk about Candy, man. How great of an artist and a person is Candy?
You know, Candy's a great writer. And, you know, she was able to put together some really, really big records. I mean, she when she got the chance to really just stunt, she No Scrubs opened up the avenue for her to really stunt. So she was able to write for Beyonce and do all these other things. Again, you see how one record impacts a lot of other things. You know, you know, Candy is probably one of the most successful writers in the game right now. Because what she's done, she owns a couple restaurants in Atlanta. She owns a couple clothing stores. It's past music for Candy now. You know, Candy's like a real businesswoman. Like, you know, like all BS aside, she's a businesswoman and one of the most successful at it in the Atlanta area, man. I mean, like I take my hat off to Candy because Candy took that publishing money and created some other income revenue generating businesses that will take care of her and her family for a lifetime.
Yeah. So what's up with JT Money, man? Who that? I mean, that was a huge record when that bitch dropped. What was your whole hookup behind that?
I own the record company. JT was signed to me.
Okay.
You know, I cut a deal with Dallas Austin and Capitol Records, Roy Lott over there. You know, and you know, we made the record do what it was going to do. You know, it was a big record. You know, but Jay was always a hood superstar.
Yeah,
you know?
He still is.
Dude, dude, the man is a legend.
Legend.
You know, I'm still a JT Money fan.
Me too.
You know, and you can't really, like I said, man, you can't knock. I mean, Jay is Jay, man. Jay gonna always be able to eat, you know, because he got a legacy of records, man. I mean, he got a discography that's real, and people in the streets, they got a lot of love for Jay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a lot of love for JT, man.
Yeah. Are you ever kicked it with Luke back in the day?
I mean, right now I'm putting together a deal with Jay McGowan from 69 Boys 95 South Quad City DJs in Ripper Records. The Jay was the voice behind and the brain behind all those big records, Space Jams, you know, all that.
Okay.
So me, Jay, and hopefully Luke, we're all getting together and we're doing a documentary about that whole Miami bass or bass music, party music, however we're gonna label it, because us three were the pioneers that really made that movement possible. Like I remember. A lot of people don't know that there was a time when New York wouldn't even play a record from down south because they looked at it like it was country music. They called it they didn't look at it as hip hop. It was country music.
Right.
And I remember I went, you know, going to WBLS and BLS wouldn't play the record and we like, man, let's just buy some advertisement, man. We went to the advertising department, spent $10,000 and bought some 60-second commercials with 57 seconds of the commercial just playing the record. The other 3 seconds was available in store now. And we put together a phone bank, which was people in New York that would call the radio station to say, hey, can you play that record again? And we wound up selling 540,000 records just in New York alone.
Wow.
And then BLS 3 weeks later added the record, and then Kiss came in 2 weeks after that and added the record. So it just proved positive that, you know, good music is just good music, man. And, you know, I mean, I remember back in the day, I mean, it was, I think, WJLB in Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, JLB.
Yeah, I think Lynn Tolliver was the guy back then.
Yep.
You know, so, you know, JLB showed a lot of love to down south music, man. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Detroit was always the sleeper, man, because you guys had super talent. Champ, and a lot of people, I don't know if they know, man, was your involvement with Eminem back in the day. You know?
Oh yeah.
See,
I had him first before
you had him
Dr. Dre
first.
had him. He was rolling with me.
You know, and let's be honest. If he don't roll with Champ, he may never get discovered.
Real
You ever
talk.
think about that?
It's real talk, man. I mean,
No. Like if Champ don't come in and do what he do and make the moves that he make for Eminem, maybe you don't know who Eminem is. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's real talk because in Detroit, man. I mean, in Detroit, man. I mean, you know, we were breaking the law to actually let these white rappers in. You know, because you know our guys was on some other stuff, and me and some of my guys, this is what we really wanted to do. So, you know, the Kid Rocks and Eminem. I mean, we really took a lot of shit to allow them to come into the city and roll with us, man. People don't understand and don't quite know the whole stories behind that, but man, we took a lot of stuff to stand up and be like, they rolling with us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's real tough.
Dude, like I said, man, you know, people only see the end result. They don't know the grind that went into certain things and the moves that had to be made for certain things to really jump off, man. And they just think it was all of a sudden. They don't realize, Champ, man, it took a lot of moving pieces, man, to make M happen. You know?
Oh yeah.
And I'll be the first to say it, because I know the story.
Oh yeah.
If there's no Champ, there's a possibility there's no Eminem.
That's real talk. That's real talk. And you know what the funny part is? A lot of people know it, but they scared to say it.
Hold up. Let's get deeper than that. If there's no Eminem, there's no 50 cents.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's real.
That's a lot of money, brother.
A lot of money.
You know.
A lot of money.
Again, moving pieces, man.
Yeah.
Pieces on the chessboard, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So to clear it up, you hooked up tag team. You didn't. They wasn't signed to you or nothing.
They were not signed to me.
Over to Al Bell. You looked out for.
I looked out for him, man, because at that point Daisy Dukes was at an all-time high.
I know.
DC was a real dude. He's still the same dude, man. And I love DC to death. I mean, him and Steve was just real dudes, you know. And they was in the strip club doing what they was doing, man, DJing and making it happen. And you know, at that point, you know, he asked me for a favor, like, "Hey, man, what's your deal with Al, man? What kind of guy is he? Blah blah blah." So I co-signed it. You know what I mean? So whenever they had issues, if they had any issues, I took it personally because it's like, man, I co-signed it, so that means I'm responsible. You know? You know, I mean, you know how the streets is. You know, if you got some work and I say, hey, yeah, go see my man, and my man ain't right, you come and knocking at my door like, Tone, you co-sign for dude over here, right?
Right. That's real.
Yeah.
Huh. That's crazy though. So man, tag team, they sitting on a lot of that publishing. They got some money.
Well,
I mean,
you gotta understand.
Blessed them recently.
you gotta understand too. Like it had the Kano sample in it, so you don't know what the deal is on the publishing side. How much Kano took, you know, because they sampled that record, right?
Yeah.
See, y'all think you know what you know, but with Geico gave him some real bread.
Okay.
I mean, Geico gave him some real bread, and it opened up this genre of music to the point where now, this whole bass sound is starting to come back. I believe we're going to see a new surgence of it. I mean, I think it's getting ready to pop again. You know, I think between now and the summer, you're going to see a lot more type records. I mean, look at the Sweetie chick doing that blow the whistle, taking Too Short's joint and taking Kaya's joint. I mean, you know, and creating a career from other people's work. You know,
shout out to my boy Wax Taxing Dre, Detroit's own. He got his booty shaking shit going on. You know, people love to have a good time and dance, man. It ain't gonna never die, I don't think. You know what I'm saying?
Champ, as long as girls got asses, we want to see it twerk. Come on, man.
So, man, what's up? What's up? You know, that was a Freaknet time back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, Player Poncho and LA Snow, you know.
Are those the same guys in Daisy Dukes and they changed their names, or is it one member of Daisy Dukes? What's the story behind that?
The story real quickly was Player Poncho did the record. He featured L.A. Snow. So it was Player Poncho's record featuring L.A. Snow. And Snow, Snow was hot at that point, blessed him and got on his record, man. And then, they created a great record, but it was Player Poncho's record.
Okay. So your boys from Deuce, they made some good money on that Daisy Dukes. I know you did. They did pretty good too, huh?
You know what? They did. They made some good money, man. They couldn't. They really didn't get along with each other, man. After that, so I remember, me and Al offered them a lot of money to do a second album, and they just said they couldn't work. They couldn't work with each other. So.
Man, ego.
Right.
Ego.
Yeah, I mean, whatever that's about is what that's about, But yeah, it's a shame, man.
Another question here, man, because I know you got to get ready to get out of here, and I appreciate you showing that love. But Tony Marsetti's records, rolling with Al Bell, your own man doing your thing, but A&R at LaFace. What's the balance there? What you love the most? What you hate the most? Do you like them both equally? You didn't like that corporate machine? I know you got some shit to say.
Well, when I went to LaFace, you got to understand, LaFace paid me to be an A&R person.
Okay.
They paid me to have a production agreement, and then they also, it's like LaFace paid me to fly over all over the country, find acts. I would sign the acts to my company and then turn back around and sell them to LaFace.
Wow.
So it was like, I'm an employee. I only report to L.A. Reid, but I have my own production company, and I use their money to fly around and pick up acts so I can turn around and sell them back to them. That's player shit, man.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that's pimping. That's pimping 101 and 202.
Oh man, come on, man.
He's so smooth. He's so smooth.
He keep that shit real though.
Don't make dollars.
I know you got something to ask you, Mix. What's up with?
Man, I'm just impressed with your overall knowledge of the game, man. It's a lot of years, a lot of music. You've evolved into motion pictures, but where do you see yourself going from here? What's your next big steps?
I think it was Steve Jobs might have said it. I don't know, one of them, but they said the only way to really predict your future is to create it. So I'm always looking for things to create, man, and things outside of the box. I mean,
right.
Like I look at the stock market pretty heavy now,
Yeah.
I look at I look at the real estate market pretty heavy. Music is right at the bottom of my thought process, because music has kind of, it's become more of a digital business. I mean, it's
right.
People aren't really buying records anymore. They think music should be free.
Yeah.
Like let's
It's
be
like
honest.
a flyer to the live show. It's like a flyer.
Yeah, let's be honest. How many people in this room bought a record in the last year? Let's say, like, serious, in the last year. Who in this room has bought a record in a year? Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought her.
But I do it because I know that it doesn't sell. So if an artist is really serious about their work and they're giving me a great product, I'm gonna go and buy it because I know nobody's buying it.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm a little different case because ain't nobody else doing it.
I buy downloads, but like you say, actual, tangible, physical CDs and vinyl, I gave up on that.
I mean, again, it's a digital business now.
Yeah.
But the playing field has never been more level for the independent artists than it is right now, because we all have the ability, whether we're with a major label or not. If I put my music out and somebody in Japan wants to buy it, they just have to push a button and they can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Champ, when we was doing it, that didn't exist. We had to go through DMZ back then.
No.
So again, man, being independent has never looked better than it looks now.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before there would be no more record companies, because artists don't really need that.
In my mind, it ain't none. In my mind, mentally.
Yeah. If I got 5 million followers, and I can sell my record to 10% of them,
Yeah.
That's 500,000 people paying $8-10 a pop. You do the numbers, do the math.
And you gold.
And I own the master.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I own all my masters, all of them.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, listen. This beautiful one. Come here from there. Come here from there.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see this beautiful woman?
Hi.
She's telling me that.
Hey.
Hi.
She's telling me that I gotta go. I got dinner arrangements at 6:30, so I'm gonna have
This
to
is the
jump.
second arrangement.
Yeah, I canceled the first one, champ, because
Hey.
Although I'd much rather be eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Since
see
we
that?
can't, I know. Oh
That's
my
live.
God. Wow. Since
Yeah.
we can't, we got to make the best of it.
Yeah. So listen, man,
Hey.
I had a blast, champ. Anytime you
Hey,
want
man.
to do it, man, I'm here.
Hey, we looking for you to come to Detroit and hang out with us, man. We know it's clearing up. I'm gonna be out there with you in LA next time I'm out there.
Hey, when Corona's over with, man, I'm on a tour, man, and I'm stopping right in Detroit because you see that? I need
What's
that
up?
in my life right now.
That's what's up.
I need that food in my life right now.
Hey, Tony, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it was on the fly, no premeditated, nothing. We just kicking it because that's what real men do. That's what real folks do. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. We got much love for you, dog.
My man, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Love you, champ. My man.
Tony Mercedes, like the girls with the Daisy Duke. Don't
All
stop.
right, my man.
Peace out, man. Yo, that was hype, man. Tony Mercedes in this bitch. He showing that grill still. Oh,
What you got going, Keisha?
Oh my
Like
God.
some-
I couldn't interrupt, but I wanted to.
Yeah, I
no.
can't interrupt either. The chat, they chat loves them. They said he's legendary.
Yeah,
Man.
I had to listen, take that information in.
Sam OG,
my man.
he said he feel like he's still in class taking notes.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Anybody that watched this that didn't pick up any game, I'm gonna need you to watch it again and pay attention.
Yeah.
He was dropping some for me
Yeah.
too. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, man,
Yeah.
that's deep. Like that's real shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he go from booty shaking music to checking in Ed on the publishing to managing Tiffany Haddish. I mean,
That's a lot.
that's a
Global.
whole lot of love, man.
Yeah.
And he just, like you say, he ain't working.
He in the business of cashing checks.
Business of cashing checks.
That's what everybody should strive for that.
Everybody. I'm almost.
It's one thing to get up and punch that clock, but when you can sit at home and get checks in the mailbox or just look for that, hey, you get that, you get that text message that says, "Oh yeah, oh okay,
The deposit.
deposit from."
Ka-ching.
Okay, thank you. That's what's up. That's how you want to be. Yeah. You have so much knowledge, man.
Yeah.
Quit giving massa your masters.
Quit giving them the masters.
Quit giving massa your masters. Any young artists out there, man?
I own all my masters.
If you didn't pick up anything, you should have picked that up. That's real talk.
Yeah.
Own your publishing, and publishing will take care of you for the rest of your life. You got a hit record, you good. All it takes is a commercial here, a sample here, and the checks keep rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
What's
would
up?
you like me to squeeze your line on here, or would you like to squeeze the line on here yourself? Because look, I'm just trying to tell everybody about this fool. I was so excited because
So you got some
they haven't seen me post that.
some Jasmine Rice.
Because Jay Lovejoy said, "You
Yeah.
fire on the ones that
What? Yeah. No, but see, I had this big bowl of rice,
Tell
right?
us about the Jasmine Rice and the veggies and all that. What's
But
all
see,
that?
look, I learned from somebody that's very near and dear to me. He said, work smarter, not harder.
Oh,
Did you say how mixed?
I said how
okay.
I'm just saying.
So, he tell me this because for some strange reason, Keisha just love to do shit the hard way. Okay. Stuff. So, rice. We go to these places, Benny Hondas and even Shogun, just all the places you sit down and you watch them do this stuff, and you be like, how come my rice don't taste like that? And you never can do it. You cook the rice, you put it in the refrigerator, you go back and you do it, and it's mush.
Yeah.
So I found out that they make these.
And what is that?
Boom.
Is this already cooked or something?
Yeah, it's already cooked. You can find this. I think this one was at Kroger, but you can find them in different packaging at Meijer, Walmart, and you get this, and it's Thai, it's jasmine, it's the shit that they use in this package. It come in there. All you gotta do is open it up, and you put some oil in your pan because you probably don't have one of these as hard as it was for me to get one, and that's not a brag. I'm just thankful to God that I got it. And you put it on there, put some oil in the pan, and do your little ditty. Now this one was Tony Mercedes inspired, so it's Thai food or Thai rice for real with the seasoning stuff. I already did everything. I put carrots in there. I put some egg in there. I put some green onion in there, a little garlic in there, and a little sauce.
Okay.
So it's time to plate it up. Just want y'all to see. Look, let them see that come off here. Yeah, get that. You see that, y'all? I don't know if y'all can see that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to see that smoke, that stain come up. Okay, so look.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and plate
I
this
can only
up.
have a fork for. I'm just gonna sample. You know.
Okay, yeah.
I'm in my program right now.
You saw some new faces?
Yeah, I see some new faces in the chat. I just really did not want to interrupt Mr. Mercedes.
Yeah,
Like
kicking
one
that
bit,
down.
I just couldn't do it. I ain't had a heart. But I see a Pete Martin in here.
Okay.
Shout out to Pete.
Pregame Sunday. You know, Ron Cologne stopped by.
Oh,
Said
yeah.
loving the show.
Oh, yeah.
You own us something with this.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron. You're
and
my
that
man.
Tony is inspirational.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma's here. Grandma Beverly.
Hey, Miss Beverly.
Pete Martin again. He said, "Man, that's what got me from day one." I'm guessing it was something that he was talking about. Said, yes.
Right.
Jay Lovejoy. He don't come all the time, but you know I'm gonna call him a new face.
Okay.
Oh. Jay Lovejoy, Itiszzz original.
Yeah.
Always stopping through.
Michael Satin.
Hey, Mike Satin.
What up, Mike? Keep coming back, man. It gets better. And also, you got to realize on Monday, on Wednesday, and on Friday, Mr. 5 o'clock himself, Wax, Tax, and Dre, for all those that want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You get the booty music
Wax,
on
Tax,
Friday.
and Dre.
You get what? The R&B music on what day? Monday or Wednesday? Monday?
R&B is Monday.
Monday.
Old school.
There you go. There you go.
No, Wednesday. I'm sorry. And then Friday is booty. Which I think is his personal favorite. That's with me though.
Yeah. And gotta give also a shout out to Chef Sea Salt with that crazy ass challenge. And we got another crazy ass challenge coming next week.
Let me talk
And
about
next
that real
week.
quick.
And next week.
So we got Trippy is actually in the building.
All right.
He said, what's up to everybody? Make sure I tell y'all what's up. But this week, well, next week, the actual guest that's gonna be on the show
Okay.
pick 3 ingredients.
Okay. Tell them what it is.
We actually have the first person besides us that is gonna taste Chef Sea Salt challenge.
Okay.
Now let me refer
Yeah, what are the ingredients?
so I can tell y'all it's some good shit.
I'm happy about it too.
Let me see here. The ingredients that he chose was Jay's hot stuffed potato chips.
Okay.
One of the big ass pickles from the party store.
Literally, that's what he said.
And a package of grape Kool-Aid.
Come on now.
That is what Mr. Khalid chose. And he will be here to taste Chef Sea Salt's creation.
But I gotta say
I'm
this.
pretty excited about it.
Doctor.
Doctor Khalid.
I don't want
I'm
to
so
get beat up
apologize.
when he get here.
Please
Okay.
don't beat me. I'm so sorry. I usually say that. I don't know what happened. So I'm excited to see. I haven't heard any like ideas of what's going on. So I think we're gonna be completely left in the dark about this one. But I'm pretty excited for that. Pickle, chips, and Kool-Aid.
Ooh. Pickle, chips, and Kool-Aid. Lord.
I'm gonna laugh at that one.
You're gonna be here.
I know.
So you get to taste
Oh,
it
I know.
as well.
I don't know. That's scary.
No, that's good. That's good.
I
I'm
think
so
she got
excited.
I ain't gonna lie. I think she got it. But the one
I don't
after
doubt her
that,
skills.
I don't know if you heard some Trippy actually picked more ingredients. His is gonna be after that one. That one I am more afraid of than this one. The one that's coming after these ingredients are pickled eggs. just let's just sit right there. Pickled eggs. Vienna sausages.
Do they still make those?
Yes,
They do, unfortunately.
Yeah, they do.
And Greek yogurt. That is what
Okay.
Trippy chose.
Wait, that's the only one you like.
Not quite excited about that one.
Yeah, I didn't even know they even still sold Vienna.
Man,
is
that's
it
what
Vienna?
it
Should it be Vienna sauce? Or
Vienna. Whoever, I don't want to
Okay.
no pickled egg or yogurt. How about that?
Sausages.
Sausages.
But I want to say about that challenge, that I'm so excited to watch them. Cause see, I don't eat meat, and
I don't eat that meat. I'm good on meat out of the can.
Right.
No meat out of the can for me. I'm sorry.
I'm excited to be a witness.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a high five whoever eats it.
Yeah, but you gotta factor in. It's Chef Seesaw. Chef Seesaw is a genius.
Yeah, she has impressed me with some of
Yeah,
that.
she's a genius, man.
And shout out to Chef Seesaw for the short,
Come on, you know she did
the keto shortbread cookies.
Hold on, though. Wait,
I gotta shout that out.
Wait a minute, but you don't even know. I made you some keto stuff.
What?
I made you keto coconut crack bars.
Yeah.
Oh, Kayla, you
let's
right.
put them in the thing so they can see.
Yeah, let them see.
I'm excited.
I mean, everybody here.
Custom beef
keto
dessert.
coconut,
and I'm gonna pick it up so you can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I am
Here,
very,
we'll put that right
I
there.
am very, very excited for him to try it because I've been looking for a recipe to cook for him for like 3 months now. And I finally decided and picked one, and that's because he loves coconut.
I love coconut.
I hate coconut.
Wait a minute.
But and that's why I was laughing at that. He actually brought a coconut drink. So
I love coconut.
I'm pretty excited. I tasted it. I don't like coconut, but I feel as if you will enjoy them.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody eat.
Yeah, that's why we didn't.
It's all good.
It was Thai food. Had it been Ethiopian food,
That's
what
what I do. I do.
You know.
And look, Cece is traveling.
Man, I'm just looking at her.
I'm so sorry,
It's all
y'all.
good.
No,
It's understandable.
Okay, wait. I got to see what the facial specialty is.
Yeah, that's Thai for sure.
Okay.
You did your thing.
Yay!
Me myself,
Mm-hmm. You want more hot?
you know, I like a
already
little more fire.
Mm-hmm.
You want that
That's in pocket though.
Yeah, the rest
Just
is
a,
good.
I don't have that much. I only got a fork for it, just a dab. Don't kill me.
Food's about to hurt you, okay?
Look,
And don't take the coconut bar.
Yeah, don't touch my coconut bar. Okay, that's good. I don't know if I should have done.
No, you're good. Okay.
Thai food on point up in this. Yeah.
You know, I like a little fire in mine.
Yeah, that's good rice right there.
Okay.
Thai rice.
I am so excited and happy about that.
You should
Anybody
put it
want?
up.
Oh, that was supposed to go with the chicken.
No, it's actually cilantro and cucumber. It's like a garnish
Okay.
for that. But sometimes people sop up the.
Okay.
You don't
I thought it
have
was
to.
that. You know,
It's
that
just cucumber.
sweet stuff that they put that you dip with the.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, this is what I'm talking about right there.
All right.
That's a little fire there.
Want to give another shout out to my mother. Happy birthday to you, Carolyn Harmon.
Happy birthday to you.
Say what?
Happy birthday to you.
Say what?
Happy birthday.
Oh, no, we ain't do all right. Cool. I'm gonna just eat my rice now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
And I want to thank everybody for stopping in the Itiszzz. Always a pleasure to have you, but I'm going to tell you, keep bringing your ass back because it's about to get crazy with the guests on here. You know what I'm saying? You already see the legendary Tony Mercedes. It only goes crazier and crazier and crazier till it ain't no more crazy.
Well, then you say realer and realer and realer.
As long as he on here, he can say crazy.
He can
say crazy.
He can say crazy.
Okay.
You know what's up. Everybody tomorrow, 2 p.m. if you in the Detroit area, Fox TV. Check out my partner. Iceberg is what I call him, but you call him Ice-T, the mediator, tomorrow on Fox
at 2 p.m. And like we always do when we close this show, the OG always has
It's the last word.
every time.
Hey, yo, what's up? Size T on the set, SVU, out here on location. I want you to do something for me. I want you to eat good. I want you to drink good. And I want you to keep talking shit. All right? Champ, my people. For real, for real.